Well, good morning, folks. I guess many of you have seen the mainstream news uh, declaring that Biden is the next leader of the U.S. But Trump has not conceded, and rightly so, because we know that there's a lot of fraudulent things happening in the election process in the U.S. I mean, it's pretty clear. Many of us know that mail-in ballots, they're just basically a sight for sore eyes. I don't understand it. I mean, I think if you're military, elderly, or handicapped, okay, mail-in ballots, but everybody should be able to get to a ballot box. They can go to Walmart, and I'm sure they can get to a ballot station and, go in there with their PPE gear and whatnot all across. And it's oddly coincidental, isn't it, that the last few states that are still actually recording ballots are, the ones that were predicted to be Trump's. So let's see what our neighbor down south is going to do. It affects us here in Canada. I mean, God has given us a right to vote in a fair election. But of course, there's corruption that has mounted in, and there's governments that have come into power that are more corrupt than others. Unfortunately, many people don't see that. They just say, well, God is in control. Well, yes, he's in control, but he's given us a means to, help in justice and rooting out evil. Look at Martin Luther King. Look at Martin Luther, a monk that questioned the Catholics' teaching and all the Reformation in that time. This is what we have to do as the church is to stand up and fight for justice and preserving love, honor, respect for our fellow neighbors. Look at the American Revolution. There was basically no representation of the Americas into the British government, and people stood up. They stood up during the time of Abraham Lincoln. There was a dispute about slavery, and it just started to manifest and continue. And look at what's going to happen now. We don't know. We're praying for America. A lot of pastors, I just don't get it. They're talking about, they're against abortion, they're against child trafficking, but they're endorsing candidates that don't do any investigation of these allegations. They don't promote stopping abortion. They actually endorse it, and it can happen. And it's happening in Canada. We have MPs that are basically, I would call them Marxist to a T. And we've got to stand up as a church, and it's a good thing. God has given us an ability to fight in the spiritual realm, in prayer, which I have been. I know many of you have been. So I just want to encourage you guys, and I thank you for encouraging me. I'm just reading some posts. I got some friends in California and different places around the world, and I'm always amazed at what you guys are sending me, messenger and email, and thanks for encouraging my YouTube channel. And I want to encourage your YouTube channel, and I'm going to get on it and like it too, as you guys put out some amazing stuff. So let's keep praying for Donald Trump, and let's pray for Biden. I mean, he's a human being. He's precious. I don't agree with his policies. I don't agree with the Democratic platform, and I'm going to be supporting the Republican Party in the United States as the better government to basically be voted in. And I think we all got to stand up and fight in our different ways, what platforms we use. You know, if you're a sports athlete, you can mention stuff on the radio show if you're getting interviewed. You can mention stuff to your team. If you're a businessman, you can use whatever means to influence people for the good of the country. God has given us basically a heart for him, and we need to manifest it in our arena. So we don't want to be like Ahab and Jezebel and all the other people even mentioned in the Old Testament. And I'm going to read something here. Dear friends, the dangers of false teachers. Look at in Jude. Dear friends, I have been eagerly planning to write to you about the salvation we share, but now I find that I must write something else, urging you to defend the faith that God has entrusted once for all time to his holy people. I say this because some ungodly people have wormed their way into your churches, saying that God's marvelous grace allows us to live immoral lives. So you know what? People are even in the church meetings, and they're endorsing candidates that are basically immoral. I mean, they're promoting. They don't even know what they're promoting in the way that it's evil. They think that abortion is okay. Just Planned Parenthood deserves our taxpayers' dollars. In this, I'm talking about in America and Canada too, that, euthanasia is a good thing. I met an older gentleman a couple weeks ago describing his ordeal with someone, committing suicide in the hospital. They just couldn't take it anymore. And he just described there's so many things out there right now that can kill us. Look at, you look at the opium in the form of fentanyl coming into the streets. I mean, it's flooding San Francisco and cities across North America, and it should be illegal. Fentanyl should be illegal. It's a horrible drug, but people are allowing politicians to give safe houses on tax dollars and actually giving people these drugs to take. I mean, it's sad. It should be banned. These people just need a place to go and get off this stuff, a safe house to withdraw from these things. So, I mean, let's pray for people on drugs and in our community, the homeless. I mean, the socialist government basically, like I said in another video, is they want to give you everything, but we don't want everything. We have to have self-control. We have to have basically things. Not everything is good for us. Not everything is good. Pornography, lying and cheating, and practicing bribery, which has happened in the elections. So God bless you. Continue to send me your links and anything to encourage my walk. I love it, and I'm going to do the same with you. So let's continue to pray for this election process. Especially in the States, Trump is not conceding because things are in the court, and who knows where it's going to go from there. And let's pray for our country, Canada, coast to coast, the churches. So God bless you. Take care. Bye.